It's Friday, so that means we get to do fun things, and especially because I haven't been here in a while. So, I'm going to talk about two seemingly unconnected things today. Um, Remember, Schoenberg 2016, get the message out there. I'm the only candidate who's going to tell you things honestly, like, I can't do much as president, but I will do what I can do for you. I'm not going to make up lies about promising you the moon. I'll promise that I'll follow the Constitution of the United States, which segues nicely until the point of the first seemingly weird thing to talk about today, which is the Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. So here's the thing. The Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, and I'm a big fan of the Bill of Rights. I want to get it like tattooed across my face. But the Eighth Amendment to the Constitution has this provision which protects us against cruel and unusual punishment, and this is a reaction to what the British were doing to patriots who were found in the pre-revolutionary period. So that being said, I think it needs some tweaking and or modification. So in two instances, there's issues that I have with the Eighth Amendment. So we'll call this like random thought of the day, um, Schoenberg 2016 stuff, weird stuff today. First, in the U.S. prison system, there is a common association, and I've not been in the prison system, but I'm assuming there's got to be some accuracy to this, that if you get sentenced to prison, you're going to be experiencing not just your time served that you're sentenced to, but also that thing that rhymes with grape that no one wants to think about. Horrible thing. So I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with crime, and I'm not okay with criminals. But I think if you're sentenced to a certain amount of years or whatever it may be, you shouldn't be subject to abuse at the hands of your fellow inmates. And that needs to be addressed. That to me sounds like cruel and unusual punishment. The other thing about the Eighth Amendment that I think we need to discuss, this is one that I'm a little bit more, a lot more passionate about, is we need to tweak the language. And, well, I guess that would require a constitutional convention, so I don't know about tweaking the language in that sense. But we could pass a law, and as long as the Supreme Court doesn't find it unconstitutional, I would sign it, and as long as they don't find it unconstitutional, we'd be good. Um, I don't think everybody should get Eighth Amendment protections, and here's what I mean. My students know that I spend a lot of my free time just reading the news. I don't know, it's kind of like a bad habit of mine. And as any of you who can attest who do that, um, you know that you read a lot of really bad things about lot of really bad people. And here's my issue. I have no patience for people who hurt children. And if you've ever heard any horrible story about people who do horrible things to children, I read this one recently about these parents that, I don't even want to. If you read the news recently, you saw it, and they were finally convicted of. I'm just getting upset thinking about it. It was horrible stuff. So, anyways, my problem is these people are treated as if they're normal human beings, and I don't have. No, I don't think so. I do have a plan though. So remember, presidential candidates make up things about plans they can't actually do. My plan's easy. So Congress got to write a law that supports this. I'll appropriate money with, as long as the House gives me that power to do it. But I could find some in the executive branch to divvy out for I think this good cause, and it's going to be cheap. You'll see this is going to be cheap. Here's my idea. If you're convicted of doing horrible things to children, and I don't really care if that scale's big or small, like it do something small horrible to a child, you're messing that person up for the rest of their life. So to me, there's no small versus really big. If you're convicted by a jury of your peers, you go through your appeals process, and you did it, well, here's what we're going to do to you. So in my administration, we're going to get garbage barges. Okay, garbage barges. Literally big barges that float full of garbage. And we're going to anchor them in the middle of the ocean. No, I guess it couldn't be the middle ocean. It'd have to be right inside U.S. territory. So right at the extent of our nautical boundaries. That way no one else can come and rescue you. No other sick creatures can come and rescue you. And if you're convicted of doing a horrible crime to a child, you're going to go on a garbage barge. That's it. I don't have anything else to add. I'm not, we're going to patrol you with helicopters and we're going to airdrop you food. Nope, 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 nope. You're just going to go on a garbage barge. That's where you go. Forever. Goodbye. You forfeit your rights as an American citizen. You forfeit your rights as a human being. I don't care what you eat. I don't care what you drink. You could drink seawater. You could eat each other. It doesn't bother me. You could make resources out of a garbage barge. You could start a war and fight the garbage barge that's near you. I don't care. We'll have the Navy patrol. Someone tries to get out, use your imagination. But I just have no tolerance for this. How could we be society that's civil when we pretend like people who hurt children are or deserve the rights of civilians? So that's that issue. The other issue is a little bit more upbeat, actually a lot more upbeat. And it's because it's Friday and we just finished the work week and everybody's a little pumped. Obviously everyone's pumped if it's payday and pretty pumped if it's not. But so here's the thing. You teach history classes or you take history classes and you know that over time, over the history of the United States, our work week has shrunk, the work week has gotten smaller, and the work day has gotten smaller. And that's through a lot of different actions. You know, you could argue the labor movement was a big part of that, so kudos there. But you could also argue that it's due to efficiency, due to new technologies. And as workers became more efficient with new technologies, you don't need them there as much to get as much done or get the same amount done. So that being said, I'm ready for the next evolution in that process, and I think you are too. So here's my idea. We go from a 40-hour work week, which is 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, standard work week. I don't think that flies anymore. And I think we need to realize that we don't work to live. We work because we have to in order to live. And we're really here to spend time with our families, and 2 days is not enough. I mean, sports are on Saturdays, but now sports are on Sundays. So when are you supposed to handle family time and religion time, relaxing time and sports time, child time, shopping time, whatever it may be? You know, I'm not that old, but I still remember on Sundays most stores were closed. That was great. You know, you kind of had to hang out with your family. It was nice. You went outside and you played. So I want to go to a 4-day work week. I want 4 days of work a week, and you get a third day. Now that could make a really long weekend, have Friday or Monday off. You could put Wednesday off, that way you get a little break in the middle and you're only doing 2 and 2. Whatever, let's talk about it. I think it's a great idea if I don't say so myself, if I do say so myself. Now, for everyone who's an economist out there, is going to say, yes, but if you follow Schoenberg's plan, the economy will lose $20 million a month for the next 12 months. I don't care. Shush, be quiet. Because who cares? Why do you work? You know, it's like I told my father once, he laughed because I said, I turned my heat up. And he's like, yeah, well, then you got to spend more money. I said, yeah, but that's why I got a job. Because I want to be able to turn my heat up. So why do you work? You work because you have to work so you can spend time with your family and get them things they need. So who cares how much we're losing? The reality is, and if you listen to the full length of the plan, you'll realize it's not going to be that much. So the full length of the plan is everyone works 1 more hour a day for 4 days. So you extend the work day by 1 hour. Then you take away an 8-hour day, meaning instead of a 40-hour week, we're really doing a 36-hour week. So over the course of a year, I don't care what 4 hours a worker minus the work week gets our economy. If it can't handle that, it's not as strong as it should be. And I think people would appreciate this. And I think this is one of those causes where a presidential candidate could say, this is something I want to do. And we could actually do it. This is not out of the purview. This is not something I could just sign a paper and do. But heck, I'd push for it. I'd fight for it. I think you would too. I think Congress can get on board. And if it starts in Congress, the president signs it, we make it, you know, the law of the land for federal and state sign on, get state institutions involved, then everyone else follows suit as well. I mean, what are you going to do? IBM's not going to follow suit? What about all the people who work there whose kids are home now? I mean, come on, they'll follow. And it'll be great. And we'll have more time for each other and the things that matter in life. So that's it. That's it for this Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Spend some time with your family. I will. We're going to Monster Jam this weekend. Rock and roll. Gravedigger. So I'll see you next time. Peace out.